In this problem, I need to find the equation of the line in slope-intercept form of the line that passes through these 2 points. To solve this problem, I can either use the point-slope form of the line or the slope-intercept form of the line, but for both of them, I have to know the slope. So the first thing is I need to find the slope of the line that goes through these 2 points. So I'm going to use the formula m, the slope, equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And those referred to, I'm going to call this point 1. So this is x sub 1, y sub 1. And this is point 2. And so that is x sub 2, y sub 2. So m, my slope, is the y-coordinate of point 2, so it's 4, minus y sub 1, the y-coordinate of the first point, which is 6, all divided by the x-coordinate of point 2, x sub 2, which is 1, minus x sub 1, which is the x-coordinate of the first point, which is negative 2. So this gives me 4 minus 6 is negative 2, over 1 minus a negative 2 is 1 plus 2, so my slope is going to equal negative 2/3. So now we're ready to find the equation of the line, and I'm going to use the point-slope form of the line, which is y minus y sub 1 equals m times the quantity x minus x sub 1. So I'm going to use the slope that I just found and the coordinates of my first point. So I'm going to get y minus y sub 1 is going to be 6 equals m negative 2/3 times the quantity x minus x sub 1, which is a negative 2. So I get y minus 6 equals negative 2/3 times the quantity x minus a negative 2 becomes x plus 2. So I'm going to get y minus 6 equals distribute in the negative 2/3. I have negative 2/3 x minus 2/3 times 2, and I'm going to turn that into a fraction and write it over 1. So y equals, I'm going to add 6 to both sides, so I'm going to get negative 2/3 x minus 2 times 2 is 4/3, and then I'm going to add 6 to both sides. And how do I add the negative 4/3 to the 6? I have to have a common denominator. So first of all, write 6 as a fraction by dividing it by 1. And then I'm going to multiply it by 3 over 3 to give me my common denominator of 3. So y equals negative 2/3 x minus 4/3 plus 6 times 3 is 18/3. So what is my equation? My equation is y equals negative 2/3 x. What do I get when I add these two together? Common denominator, negative 4 plus 18 is plus 14/3. So there is my equation of the line in slope-intercept form. One thing I want to point out is some students say, well, if I'd have used this as my point 1, would I have got a different answer? No, it doesn't matter. You would get exactly the same answer.